Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I have a fun one today. So I've been seeing online and stuff on my YouTube all about adding whimsy to your life, and I thought, oh my gosh, this looks a bit of me, looks super fun. So I wanted to make my own list and think about some other things that would be fun to do, especially because it is coming into spring. It's been super sunny here, and it's not been warm but it's been really sunny. So with that being said, I have 3 categories that I've thought of, some things, some whimsy things, some fun things that you can do this spring, and just some things you can incorporate into your life. So I'm gonna go through them and I'm gonna explain a bit more and give some examples, and it's gonna be really fun and just give you some ideas how you can have more fun and you can add more whimsy and you can add a bit of just sparkle to your life, because it's been a really long winter and it might be cold and chilly still, but it's getting there. We're getting to the sun. Fingers crossed it's gonna be a good, nice summer, but these are just some ideas that I have coming into spring, all about adding whimsy and adding fun and adding a little bit of magic into your life. So let's get on with the first category. Okay, so the first category I have is things you can make / little hobbies you can do. So I think when you're adding whimsy, you've got to just have fun with everything. I think just having the mindset of it being it's gonna be fun makes it fun. So yeah, that's just my little overview, is everything is freaking whimsy if you make it, but these are some things that I think you can do which add a little bit of extra whimsy to your life. First fun thing I thought you could do was make your own herb garden, because you can really get creative. You can put your own herbs in, you can do cute little plant pots, you can make your own labels, you can really customize it, and you don't have to have a garden or an outside space to do this. If you have a windowsill, you can just have your own one on a windowsill, because you still get sunlight, you can still water it, and you can still care for it without having a garden. So it's just a little fun thing. And then I've seen on my Pinterest you can use mint for, you can use it for tea, but you can use it for berry salads. If you chop up a bunch of mint and you put in raspberries and blueberries, a bit of lemon juice, it looks really yum. And you can have little herbs, whatever meal you want. You can create your own dried herbs. You can really get creative with it. And if you do have a garden, you can have your own little herb bed, or you can have your own little herb section in the garden. But just getting all in, getting your hands dirty, getting just lost in it is really fun. Gardening, if you put in the time and effort, is really fun, and it's a project that pays as well because you get those herbs, you get those things that you've planted. So you can either buy the seeds from garden centres, or you can buy just the pot and you can repurpose that and put it in your own pot and make your own cute little labels. I think that's really fun thing to do. The next thing I've been doing recently, and I know it's added a lot of joy in my life. So instead of buying cards for people, you can just paint them and you can have fun and you can create your own design and you can do whatever you want. So I've written down on my little list watercolor, because that's what I've been doing and that's what I find really fun. But you can literally do whatever, but as long as it's crafted for them, it's so whimsical, and it's the person gets a little card that you created for them, and it's personalized, and it's really fun. And you can paint it, you can draw it, you can oil pastel, but as long as you're putting in the effort and the thought, it just makes it so much more like special. So I think that would be really, really fun to do. And it does take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it because you really get into it and you really like immerse yourself with what you're doing and you're not thinking about anything else. And I love doing like crafts and things like that because you're really like devoting your time to it and you are making the whole experience just so much more like fun. And then my third thing that I've got is designing your room into a fairy palace. That's what I've got written down here. That's how I would describe it. I just think it's cute, like a cute way of saying it. But when I say that, I mean you make your own hanging decorations, you make your own pictures for the wall. As you can see, I love decorating my room. I've got posters, I've got fairy lights, but I'm talking about really designing and crafting your room to make it a like a fairy freaking palace. Like, I'm gonna put photos up so you can see what I'm talking about. But having hanging things, having drapes, having canopies, putting like different textures, different colors, and just making your space exactly what you want it to be. And it can be fun, you can always add things, but overall, like, you are making your space into something which is so you and so like free, and it's not boring. There's no harsh overhead lights. I hate an overhead light. I don't know about anyone else, but I hate an overhead light. I want little lights, I want candles, I want salt lamps, I want everything around me to be very like orange and pink. Those are my vibes. But I think you can do whatever you want, but as long as it's like fully immersed, you're fully immersed in your room. I want it to be kind of like otherworldly and almost like transcend a normal freaking room, because I think if you're in an environment which is so comfortable and so relaxing, you're going to kind of like emulate that through yourself and the way you act, because like home is where the heart is, and in your space, that's where you create a lot of yourself. I don't know about you guys, but for me, that's where I do a lot of my journaling, a lot of my reading, a lot of my learning. I'm doing it in my room and in my space. And if you can create that space into something which is, for me, a fairy palace, because I want it to be fun, I want it to be comfortable, I want it to be all those things, then you're going to really like feel that in yourself, and you're going to wake up and you're going to see all the things you've made, things you've designed, and you're just going to feel like happy and like good in yourself. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at, is like when I'm saying whimsical, I'm saying you're enjoying life, you're enjoying the little tiny things like waking up, your morning routine, all that kind of stuff is really like represented in your room. So I'm really excited to do this when I go home. I'm gonna create my own fairy palace. I'm gonna have canopies, I'm gonna have bunting, I'm gonna have fairy lights, I'm gonna have paintings that I've done, I'm gonna have everything that I want, and it's gonna be a really reflection of myself. And that's what I think you guys should really try, or at least have a section in your room. If you can't put anything on the walls, have something on your desk which is representing for you, and create something which you could put in the corner of your room, or at least do something that represents what you like to do and something that makes you happy when you look at it, because I think that's really fun. So whatever it is, adding like a little bit of creativity and a little bit of personalization into your room makes you whimsical and makes you kind of be that person. So that kind of goes on to like hobbies and things to make and things to do. So yeah, those are my little 3 ideas. Obviously you can take what you like from that, and you can build on it and you can make whatever you like. But those are my 3 ideas. So that was the first section. Now I'm gonna go on to activities and fun things to do. So this is probably my longest section, just because I've had a lot of ideas. Because it's getting more sunny, it's gonna get more warm. I wanna be outside doing fun, whimsical things. First thing on my list is going on a bike ride with one of those little bikes which has a cute basket, and you can fill it with all like fun things that you want to take with you. So I grew up like riding my bike every single weekend. I love going on bike rides and I kind of went on longer bike rides, but I'm more talking about like you go around your city, or you go around your park, or you just take a bike instead of walking or bus or car, just really enjoying yourself on your little bike. You can put your headphones in, riding down like on the street on your bike. Like, I'm just imagining it now, and it literally like looks so cute. If I see anyone that has a bike with a basket, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so adorable. But if you don't have a bike, you can rent a bike, or there's loads of like cheap ones that you can save up for. There's lots of secondhand bikes as well. Like, I wouldn't recommend getting a new bike if it's just a little hobby you want to do. You can literally just get a cheap bike. But yeah, that to me sounds really cute. My next little whimsical activity is making your own picnic. Now, I don't know about you, but I love like sitting out in the garden or sitting out in a park and having a picnic and just chilling and being in the nice environment. There are other people around, everyone's just like on the same vibe. Yeah, I love a picnic. But also on top of that is making your own food and making it cute. So you can make your own little sandwiches, bring some jam, bring some things, make your own like lemonade. So basically you're creating your whole thing. So obviously, yeah, you can buy this stuff, but it's so much more fun just to like put everything together, because you know you've handmade it, and then you're choosing to go out to a place and eat it, and it's just so fun. You can do it by yourself, you can do it with your friends, you can do it with your family, you can do it wherever, you can do it in your garden. It's just a little whimsical activity, and it's not something super expensive. If you have a rug, if you have a blanket, that's basically all you need. If you want to bring some like board games or a book, you can do that as well. Like, it's a very inexpensive little activity, but it really brings like so much fun to your life, and it's just like, yeah, just really whimsical and brings you back to your like inner child, and that excitement is really like important to have, I think. So my next thing is, I've labeled this hammock time. Now this sounds a bit silly, but I love the idea of sitting in my garden in a hammock and just having like an extended period of time where I'm just chilling and I'm probably reading my book or doing crosswords or doing like something fun like that, but it's just completely disconnecting, because you can just totally relax. Because like, if you actually think about it, hammocks are so cool. Like, we should be using more hammocks. Like, it's literally, you tie it from one tree to another and you just hang there and you just can just lie and you can relax. Like, I feel like it's the ultimate relaxation fun thing. But I have a hammock that I think we got a couple of years ago, but you literally just tie it to one side of the tree, or one side of one tree, one side of the other tree, and it's strong and it holds and it's like perfect. So when I go home, I'm really excited to whip out the hammock and have my hammock time. So my next thing is having tea parties with your friends. Now this is similar to picnic, but I'm talking like a full event. Like, you can have a theme, you can have a dress code, you can plan music, you can make bunting, you can make place cards, like have a full on tea party where you and your friends just get to like have fun and do whatever you want. And it can be in the house, it can be out, it can be at a dinner, it could be lunch, it could be breakfast, like so many like possibilities and variations for this. So you can kind of do whatever you want, but just having that little like planned event, and you know that you're all there to have like a little fun hosted tea party. Obviously you can make all the food, all the drinks, all of the stuff like that. I think it's just like we don't do that enough anymore. Like I feel like we just sit around on our phones and we're just like, yeah, whatever, watch a movie, like don't really do a lot of the fun, whimsical things that we really should be doing more of and bring us a lot of joy. So having a tea party, and you can dress up all cutesy, you can do makeup, it's just something which is really fun. Then on similar lines is having a girls sleepover. Like I don't know about you, but I had so many sleepovers when I was younger, and I would go out and buy snacks, we would choose a movie, I would set up the beds, and we would all sleep in the same room, we would get blankets, we would get breakfast for the next morning. Let me tell you, those were so fun, and I feel like I want to bring those back. So when I go home, because I'm at uni right now, when I go home, me and my friends are gonna have the ultimate girl sleepover, and I'm gonna bring the snacks, I'm gonna bring the sweets, I'm gonna choose a really, really cutesy movie, like 2000s rom-com. I think that is something we need more of, and that just makes me really happy. So I think that could add a little bit of whimsy in your life. So those are my fun activities and things to do, whimsical edition, because you can do it anytime, but just adding the aesthetic, the decoration, and adding themes and adding proper like plans to it just makes it more fun. Like if you have like, for example, I did like a little Wes Anderson themed dinner, and I cooked all the meals from my favourite Wes Anderson films. Oh my gosh, that was so fun. I had such a good time. But just adding that little bit of twist and something different makes the biggest difference. And if you can just add a little bit of spice and add a bit of fun, I think we should all be doing that. And yeah, so those are my little things to do. Next, I have whimsical habits you can do. So this section is all about little habits you can do that you can add to your everyday to have a little bit of a whimsical Easter, a little bit of a whimsical life. First thing that I do is, instead of watching a TV show or watching something while eating or having my tea, I always read my book. Now this is, if you don't like reading, you can do something else. You can do something just keeps you more present and more like in line with who you are and who you want to be. Because I find when I'm watching a TV show, I just get so lost in like not actually thinking about what I'm eating, or I just get like so into the TV show that I kind of forget to do anything else. That might be my issue. But if you just have a cute book, like I have books like all around me, like, oh yeah, this is another habit you can do, just have books all around you, because then you want to pick it up. So I've got The Great Gatsby and a little manifestation book I'm reading. I've got a stack over there, I've got some on my bedside table, I've got some on my bookshelf. If you just keep them around, you're more likely to pick them up. And I found that when eating my dinner, I was like, oh, I can just read my book. So I actually have it on my Kindle, so I am obsessed with my Kindle. I think that's such a whimsical thing you can do as well. Obviously paperback is fun, but bringing your Kindle everywhere with you, a little whimsical tip, that's an extra one. But whilst I'm eating my dinner or eating my lunch, I am on my iPad or my Kindle, because I've got the Kindle app on my iPad, so I'm just tapping and reading my book, and it makes it like more accessible. So if you do want to get into more reading and more kind of that ideas, let me know, because I have so many tips and things that I can share to make you become a better reader and more dedicated. And just, if you want to, that's a habit you want to do, just let me know and I can totally make that video for you guys. But yeah, that's my first little whimsical habit, is reading whilst eating or drinking, because it's just so fun and you get to read so many more books and it's so good. My next habit is having slow mornings. Now, I definitely don't like to rush in the morning. I like to take my time. I like to go for a nice early shower, and then I have the morning where I can set up my to-do list, I can read my book, I can do journaling, I can choose an outfit, I can make my coffee. I have so much time to kind of do the things that I want to do before the rush of the day starts, because currently I'm working on my dissertation and assignments and career things, and that's a lot to deal with, and sometimes you need a little bit of time just to reflect and relax and just slow down and just not rush. And I think the mornings are really, really good for that, especially if you get up early, because you're kind of up before everyone else and you get things that you really, really want to get done before the stresses of the day kind of pile up. Because I find it gets to the evening and I'm just a bit frazzled, a little bit stressed, and I don't do as much as I want to because I'm kind of burnt out. But if you start it in the morning, then you'll have that dedicated time where you can really do the fun things that you want to push and do more of in your life. So that's just something I've definitely been doing. Definitely more recently, getting up early, having an alarm clock which is persistent because it makes me wake up. That's another tip. But yeah, I think having that reflective morning routine is so whimsical, and you can literally like walk around, you're like, yes, I've got so much time, I've got so much energy, I've got so many things I can do, and it's just really, really fun. So that's a really, really good habit to start doing. That was my last habit. And now we've come to the end of my whimsical fun things. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed coming up with the ideas and thinking it through and thinking of more ways to add whimsy and fun to your life. And I'm gonna start doing some of these things, especially because the weather's getting warmer. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed it and you can add some of these fun, whimsical things, habits, things, hobbies, activities, everything like that to your life. Let me know down below if you do any of those fun things. Make sure to subscribe, like this video. I love making this type of content. So let me know if you want more of it, or if you want more reading content or academic. I am very open to making new videos. So thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you next time.